If you think the best student tablet in 2026 is automatically an iPad, you might want to slow down for a second because what I'm about to show you could completely change how you spend your money. One of these tablets on today's list costs under $250, comes with a professional-grade stylus already in the box, delivers a display that covers nearly the entire DCI P3 color range, and still manages to give you multiple years of guaranteed security updates. And no, it's not the iPad. By the time you reach the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why so many students are moving away from Apple's entry-level tablet and choosing alternatives that are simply more practical for real student life. We're going to go through 5 of the best student tablets in 2026, starting from the good and building up to the one that actually makes the most sense when you look at everything together, not just brand name or hype. This isn't about benchmark scores or marketing numbers. Student life is messy, unpredictable, and constant. One minute you're sitting in a lecture hall taking handwritten notes, the next you're reviewing PDFs in a library. Then switching to video lectures late at night while your battery slowly dies in the background. Starting at number 5, we have the Apple iPad 11-inch powered by the A16 chip. This is Apple's base model, and performance-wise there's no denying it is extremely smooth. Apps open instantly, switching between notes, browser tabs, and PDFs feels effortless, and for general student tasks it never really struggles in day-to-day use. Where the iPad still stands strong is its ecosystem. The app support for iPadOS is still the most optimized in the tablet world. Note-taking apps feel polished, multitasking is stable, and Apple Pencil support is excellent for handwriting and sketching. But here's where things start to fall apart when you look at it from a student budget perspective. The display is still locked at 60 Hz, which makes scrolling feel less fluid compared to newer devices. It also uses a non-laminated screen, meaning there's a noticeable gap between your stylus tip and the actual content, which can feel slightly off when writing notes for long periods. So yes, it's powerful and reliable, but once you factor in everything, it's not the value king anymore. At number 4, things get interesting with the Xiaomi Redmi Pad 2 Pro. The standout feature here is battery life, and it's not even close. With a massive 12,000 mAh battery, this tablet easily pushes through 2 full days of moderate student use without needing a charger. That alone makes it extremely practical for long campus schedules where charging opportunities are unpredictable. The display is a large 12.1-inch 2.5K panel with a smooth 120 Hz refresh rate, and it also supports Dolby Vision, which gives it a more vibrant and cinematic look when watching lectures or videos. Performance is handled by a Snapdragon 7 series chip, which is more than capable of handling multitasking, note-taking apps, video playback, and research-heavy browsing. Speakers are surprisingly strong too, with a quad-speaker setup that makes online lectures and media consumption much clearer without headphones. However, it's not perfect. USB transfer speeds are limited. Charging the massive battery takes time, and availability can vary depending on region, which affects pricing and support. But if your priority is endurance and a large, immersive display, this tablet is incredibly hard to ignore. At number 3, we move to the Samsung Galaxy Tab S10 Lite, and this one makes its case immediately with something very simple. The S Pen is included in the box. That alone changes the entire value equation for students because you don't have to spend extra money just to start taking handwritten notes. Samsung's software experience is where this tablet really shines. Samsung Notes is far more than a basic writing app. It includes handwriting to text conversion, built-in math-solving tools, structured note organization, and smooth PDF annotation. The display is a 10.9-inch panel running at 90 Hz, slightly smaller than some competitors, but that actually makes it more comfortable for handheld note-taking. It's bright, sharp, and very usable in different lighting conditions. Battery life comfortably lasts a full day of classes, and expandable storage via microSD adds flexibility for storing large lecture files, PDFs, and media. The biggest long-term advantage, however, is Samsung's software support, which stretches up to 7 years of updates. That means this tablet is built to last well beyond your student years. At number 2, we have the OnePlus Pad Go 2, and this is where design choices start to play a much bigger role. The most unique feature here is the screen ratio. Instead of the usual widescreen layout, OnePlus uses a more paper-like aspect ratio, which makes reading documents, PDFs, and textbooks feel much more natural. You see more content vertically, which reduces scrolling and improves focus during long study sessions. The display itself is a large 12.1-inch panel with 2.8K resolution and 120Hz refresh rate. It's bright, sharp, and optimized for reading heavy tasks. Battery life is strong, and it also supports fast charging and reverse charging, making it practical for everyday student use. OnePlus also includes a multitasking system that allows multiple apps to stay open and active in a more efficient way than traditional Android layouts. The stylus is sold separately, which is a drawback, and pricing can vary depending on region and storage configuration. But as a productivity-focused tablet, especially for reading and document work, it stands out in a very specific way. Number 1. The Lenovo Idea Tab Plus is not trying to be flashy. It's not trying to compete with premium flagships. Instead, it focuses on one thing: being the most complete student tablet at an affordable price. For around $240 with the stylus included, you get a 12.1-inch 5K display with 96% DCI-P3 color coverage and high brightness levels that make it usable in most lighting conditions. Performance is handled by a mid-range MediaTek chip, which is not designed for heavy gaming but handles everything a student needs without issues. Multitasking, lectures, PDFs, and productivity apps all run smoothly. Battery life easily covers a full day and then some, and fast charging at 45W means you're not waiting around for hours when it runs low. Software support is another strong point, with multiple years of updates ensuring the device remains secure and usable throughout your academic journey. Add in features like desktop-style mode with a keyboard and mouse, and it starts to feel much closer to a lightweight laptop replacement than a basic tablet. So to quickly summarize, the iPad 11-inch is still the best option if you are already fully invested in Apple's ecosystem. The Redmi Pad 2 Pro dominates in battery endurance. The Galaxy Tab S10 Lite offers unmatched software support with S Pen included. The OnePlus Pad Go 2 focuses on reading and document productivity with its unique screen ratio. If this helped you figure out your decision, then you already know what direction makes the most sense for you. And if you're still unsure, the real answer usually comes down to what kind of student workflow you actually have, not just what looks good on paper.